Ready, team? Let's all do it on the count of 3, 2, 1. Okay, just one person, but that was nice. Welcome to the Resource Podcast team, where we've got our first live event with all of these epic humans who are going to be sharing with you today a little bit about themselves, a little bit about their journey, and a little bit about what has kind of helped them navigate through potentially being one version of themselves, another version of themselves, and then finding themselves where they are now. I'm really excited to bring you here. As I mentioned before, every single person in this room is here because I value what you share. I value the journey that you've been on, and I also value that, I know that somebody listening to this is going to take so much away from what you have to share. So welcome to the Resource Podcast first live event. It's back to grounding and back to kind of base level, where we come back to, having the conversations that matter from woe to go, and from lots of different people from all different walks of life. We've just launched the Resource Podcast, where we're having conversations around all things mental health and wellbeing. And it is my opinion that there's so many things that impact when it comes to mental health. And many of those things are, if I had to put them into like little groups, I believe that the things that impact that, and definitely have been a part of my journey, is speaking about relationships, speaking about finances, amen, speaking about money and finances, or the lack of having those conversations, speaking about things like legal conversations, having conversations around mental health, physical health for men, women, teens, children, and everybody in between, because we know that everybody is so different, right? And really important for us to have those conversations. Also touching on leadership and mindset, because once you get to a point where you're not constricted or you're not struggling so much anymore every day, you get to the point where you want to be a better version of yourself. And then lived experience, and also speaking about healing. And so today I've chosen to speak about mental health and wellbeing. And the people that I've asked to be in this room today are people who've either gone through their own challenges, helped other people through their own challenges, or are in service to others to be able to help break the stigma of mental health, whether that's working at Lifeline, or whether that is working in leadership and having those conversations, or everyone from all walks of life who are here in the audience. And the difference of what we're going to be doing today, team, is the audience aren't just here to watch, the audience are here to input, to contribute. Because as we have mentioned, when it comes to a conversation, there's so many different parts that play into it, and so many things that are important to be able to listen to. What resonates with one person might not resonate with the other person, but every single person in this room's story is really impactful. So I'm excited to share and to hear actually what everybody else has to share today. So I've met most of you before, and if you are watching this, you've probably seen the podcast or heard the podcast. So a little bit about myself. I grew up in a household with two parents who suffered with mental illness. I've known from a really early age that it's important for us to have these discussions, because as a kid, I didn't know how to help my parents. And as an adult going into life after that, I don't think I really had the tools to be able to help myself either. And so for me, opening up these conversations and hearing from other people, something that I wish that we had, when mum and dad were struggling with their own mental health and other family members, was these kind of conversations, was, an open forum where people could go, and also help that's available now in 2025, like, Lifeline and all of the other places that you can reach out to, because it might not be you that you reach out to that, Lifeline for. It might be somebody else that you can point in the right direction. And so that's what I hope from this conversation, is that it resonates with you and you can take something away from it. I now see why everybody was in this room. I trust it was something far bigger than me, because I feel like I just went through a journey of my own shit. You know what I mean? Like having gone through the crisis, or gone through the things that have happened in your past and coming out the other side, getting sick of your own shit, going through those challenges that you're facing and having the community around you, and then being able to find different modalities. Maybe it's talk therapy, maybe it's going to a breath work. Maybe it is going and seeing a psychiatrist, psychologist, or maybe it's going and doing something alternative. Maybe you're at the point where you don't know what you need or what you want, but maybe the people you're surrounded by aren't helping you be a better version of yourself. You know, you touched on it so well there, JP. Not to say that the people were bad or holding us back. It's just you grow from the person that you are into something else. And so I feel like we just went on a full journey, and I feel like we've wrapped it up so well. I feel really honoured that everybody took the time today to be able to share a part of themselves. I know that this is big. Like, do you feel it? Like, what I feel now compared to what I felt at the beginning is very different. And so I really appreciate each one of you in the work that you do, how you show up every day, the challenges that you've experienced, the fuckery and getting to the point of getting sick of your own shit that got you to the point of being able to help people and be so passionate about that you do it every day and that you're in this room wanting to share about it. And hopefully there's a lot of things that can resonate with people. And I'm really excited for people to be able to grow into something that they love or just love who they are right now. And so I'll wrap it up there. I'll leave it where it is. Thank you for joining us on the first ever live event of the Resource Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. If you enjoyed that, if you think that is going to resonate with somebody else in your life, then please share. But we'd love to hear from you. Maybe you'll be in the audience. Maybe you'll be up here. But thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Round of applause, Becky.